What is going on YouTube? My name is Lucas and today I'm going to talk about Hyliion. We are so close to the merger, I can taste it. Well, and that's actually what majority of this video is going to be about. So if you're interested in Hyliion and the merger, I suggest you stay tuned right after this. Before I start up this video, I ask that you guys smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, comment down below, and now it's time to take off into this video. Holy smokes, we have finally got some breaking news on the merger. I mean, we have officially kind of understood when this is going to occur. Hyliion has announced when the vote will take place to decide if this company is going to merge, and that will be taking place on September 28th. Oh, there is no question that it's marked on my calendar because, well, I am looking forward to it. Now, as far as the stock goes, I do think we are starting to see somewhat of a preparation for that. You know, a lot of the time, and I'm starting to see this with quite a few. A perfect example is Lordstown. A perfect example is Workhorse. The anticipation for some major news is building and building and building, and we're starting to see people get extremely excited for those opportunities that they know are on the cusp of happening. I mean, for example, Workhorse getting the United States Postal Service contract. Lordstown, you know, doing the same thing Hyliion is doing. The merger, and then on top of that, start production. So there's a lot of anticipation built up, and I think that happened with Hyliion. We saw the huge run, which we'll get into when we break down the chart, but we saw that huge run take place, and that was the anticipation for the announcement that was made, which is going to be the vote for the merger. I'm excited. I know plenty of you are excited, and that's probably why you're watching this video. And so I do want to provide you some more information, you know, on this company and on the merger. I'm ready to kick this thing off. I'm ready to start providing you guys with the facts, the information, because, you know, I'm excited for this company. I truly am. I do think that they have a lot going for them, and I'm about to hit on that here in a second. This is going to be a lot of kind of personal feel coming from me. Obviously, I'm going to provide you the facts from articles, but you're going to get a lot of, you know, kind of emotion from me, a lot of information coming from me personally. So swinging over here, it says once the deal closes, the combined company will be known as Hyliion Holdings Corporation, and it will trade on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol HYLN. Through the merger, Hyliion will receive $560 million, which will be used to accelerate product commercialization. I think that's extremely important. And the reason I say that is because this isn't just a brand new company who is looking to produce their first vehicle or produce the parts to go into vehicles. This company, obviously this isn't their first rodeo, and I'm going to talk about it here in a second when I provide just a little bit of the history, but that's why I think this stock is very unique, and that's why I think that out of majority of them, you know, this is definitely in the top 3 when it comes to SPACs and EV companies, you know, in the up and coming. And the reason I say that is because they have produced a vehicle before. They have produced the parts that go into vehicles before. Are they fully electric? Not yet, and that's what they're working on. But they have produced a hybrid form that has over 2 million plus miles, you know, driven, and, you know, they've produced a ton of trucks. So with that comes a lot of ties, comes a lot of connections, and people know when they talk about Hyliion, they know what kind of partnership they're going to be getting. They know what kind of product, you know, they get, what kind of service, what help they get. I mean, they know the experiences that are going to come from this company. I'm going to start to piggyback off of a little bit of the information I just provided and give you just a smidge of a history lesson with this company, because I think it's important as we start to negotiate and talk about, you know, what the future stock price is going to be, or even the expectation of the stock price at which we see it getting to. And so this is going to help in that aspect. So founded in 2015, Hyliion makes hybrid as well as fully electric powertrain solutions for Class 8 commercial vehicles. The hybrid solution, which increases diesel engines, range, and efficiency, is already on the market. Like I stated, Penske and Ryder are customers. The company will also make the Hypertruck ERX, which has a fully electric drivetrain, as well as natural gas powered onboard generator to charge the battery. The company says it will have some vehicles on the market by 2021, followed by volume shipments in 2022. In June, Hyliion announced a pre-order of 1,000 trucks from logistics company Agility, which is also taking an equity stake in the company. I mean, right there explains a lot of information and a lot of what this company is going to be capable of doing. Like I stated, they've already, manufactured some major parts for companies, and, they're getting out there, and like it stated, they're already dealing with Penske, they're already dealing with Ryder. Those are two major companies that are within the United States. And I think that that's a huge deal. Obviously, if you're driving, I know I drive across the Midwest and I see tractor trailers everywhere. Even driving in the city, you see it because they're making all kinds of deliveries. And so for them to start looking in the direction of being green, zero emission, zero carb, that's going to be huge. And for, Hyliion to be able to do this is just an added bonus. And that really is one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to invest, is because I want to see something that is moving forward in that direction. And I think that they're going to do a good job with that. Now, this is where it gets really, really interesting, because I think you're going to see some numbers that might, make your eyes pop, and you're going to get a little one of these. And so I'm going to hit on some numbers, especially forecasting. So Hyliion is forecasting total revenue of $344 million in 2022. And you're like, okay, that's a pretty good number. But then they're forecasting $1.019 billion in 2023. And then they're talking, hey, you know what? We're going to take it up another notch. We're going to take it to $2.091 billion in 2024. Obviously, it states earnings before taxes, interest, depreciation, and of course, it will grow fast from $8 million in 2022 to $602 million by 2024. I think those are some major numbers. Obviously, the cost of an over-the-road tractor trailer is a lot more expensive than your everyday driver, even in the electrical market. But the benefits are going to be just astronomical. I mean, they really are. Obviously, you're going to be saving on repairs. You're going to be saving on fuel cost. It's going to be a lot easier to maintain. And, it's just going to be absolutely awesome to start seeing. I'm going to wrap up a major meat portion, or the major headlines of this video, before I break down this chart. And I really want to provide you one last time, the major piece of information, which is going to be the vote for the merger. So today, Tortoise Acquisitions announced that a special meeting of stockholders to approve the pending business combination between Tortoise Corporation and Hyliion is scheduled to be held on Monday, September 28, 2020 at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. The special meeting will be completely virtual and conducted via live webcast. Holders of Tortoise Acquisitions shares of Class A common stock and Class B common stock at the close of business on record date of August 24th, 2020 are entitled to notice of virtual special meeting and to vote at a special virtual meeting. That's probably why I got the notification to vote, because, well, I'm a shareholder. Just to finish this up, it says, Tortoise Corporation filed its definitive proxy statement with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, and began mailing to its stockholders on September 8, 2020. The proxy statement is available on the investor information section of Tortoise Acquisitions or Tortoise Corporation's website, as well as the sec.gov. Tortoise Corporation stockholders are encouraged to read the definitive proxy materials, including, among other things. So, the big thing that they're going to talk about, it says right here, the reasons for Tortoise Corporation's Board of Directors' unanimous recommendation that stockholders vote for the business combination and the other stockholder proposals set forth in the proxy materials, as well as the background of the process that led to the pending business combination with Hyliion. So to break that down, because that was a lot of information and a lot of words, it's basically, are you going to vote for it to happen? And if you are, then this is how you get on there and vote for the merger to happen and start trading as Hyln and Hyliion Corporation. We have come to my favorite part of any video, and that is chart breaking down time. So let's pop out of our shell, swing over here, and take a look at Hyliion or Tortoise acquisition only for a little bit longer. So today we opened at $47.14. We got as high as $48.63, as low as $45.80. Its volume is 3.482 million. Its market cap is 1.369 billion. Its 52-week high is $58.66. Its 52-week low is $9.50. Its average volume 6.798 million. Today it closed at $47.01. That was actually down 1.01%, and it continued to go down a little bit to finish out the entire day at $46.66, which was an additional 0.74%. This is a 1 month chart, and as you guys can see, on the 17th of August, it was really kind of just relatively flat. We took off and continued up, stayed like that for a little bit from August 24th to the 31st, and then we just had some major climb. And I think a lot of that, to be honest with you guys, obviously they are making an announcement. They are going to be doing a merger, but like I stated in the very early parts of this video, I think there's a huge anticipation for stocks like this as we get closer to the potential merger. I think the same thing is currently happening with the likes of Lordstown. As we continue to get closer and closer to the merger dates, people are wanting to get a part of it, and the reason is because the very first one that did it, at least to my knowledge in the electrical vehicle market, was Nikola. And Nikola shot all the way up to like the high 90s. Obviously since that point we've had a lot of issues and it's come back to reality. But for a company like Hyliion, who has done business before, has already manufactured parts, is in with some major companies like Ryder and Penske, and they show what they're going to be putting that 500 and some odd change million dollars into, from the merger. They know that they want to start producing the ERX, and they have a deadline for that. So I think a company like this, who has a lot in place and a timeline for everything, I think that's where you're going to see a realistic sky rise in this stock. And I do think that I honestly would not be surprised if the $70 to $80 range is out of question. I do think that we are going to climb up and get close to that, just based on the merger happening. And as time gets going, this company is going to have, in my opinion, probably some good quarterly earnings. Obviously not every quarter is going to be this just unbelievable quarterly earnings, but I do think we're going to see some good quarterly earnings, initially. I just think with them already having the experience, already having a lot of things in place, that's what's going to happen. Just my thoughts. I do really appreciate you guys swinging by and checking out this video. I completely understand. I am with you guys. The boiling point, we are about to hit it. The excitement to see this company merge. There's a lot of us that are invested in this company and believe in the direction of this company. I know it because I see you guys, watching videos. I see your comments, and it's unbelievable. And I'm excited for this company, just like many of you are. So I do appreciate you guys swinging by. I do want to remind you, though, I am not a financial advisor, and anything I say in this video is for pure entertainment purposes only. And that is what I am here to do, entertain. And you guys know how I do it. If you like this video, smash that like button. It helps out tremendously. And if you enjoy the content, because I'm going to keep the content flowing, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And as always, have a good day.